Welcome everybody to this quick and short video review of the eRacing Lab Actuator Kit, which I got as sample. Well, I'm kidding. This is gonna be a long review. In this kit that was sent to me, I received everything that everybody receives from eRacing Lab, down to the cables and all the little details that everybody should be receiving along. You can see here some of the enclosures with the newly updated logos on it. All the cabling offered is shielded, USB-A or USB-C. The servo drives are, of course, the white ones with 16 kHz switching noise, so they're as less audible as possible. And the power cables are, of course, shielded. You can see here the power cable actually has a ground on it and everything, with the easy to mount blades. The motor has shielded wiring all the way to the motor, not only the power cable and the data cable for the encoder, and they're custom made by eRacing Lab. The servo motor cables I received are 4 meter, which are the standard now. And they offer clear labels, so you can mix them. And of course, well shielded. The actuator I received was the one for swords, I assume. You can see here the slider detail. It has the mounting, so it's gonna be used horizontally. And here you can see where you can mount the motor. That's the universal link. The motor mount section is well machined all the way around, and very stylish, I can say. I was sent the normal fit, but I couldn't remove the fisheye mount to attach it. But you can see the little base for the floor. It can be permanently mounted with some screws. And here you can see the mounting plate that goes on the actuator and then allows you to mount it on the profile on the simulation rig. You have either high or low. It's easy adjustable. Overall, the kit contains everything that you need to get it up and running in a very short time. But how it compares against Scorpion actuator, for example, size-wise? quality wise, that's the only thing I noticed, but it's nothing that is deal breaker. It's actually normal for this little part to have a tiny little gap. Add one little extra thing. The universal link does not have a keyway, at least the part I got, which from what I talked with Simon, it's gonna be changing soon to have a keyway like the motor has. So there's not gonna be chance of slipping. Overall, the quality of the materials is impressive. The enclosures have clear markings for the buttons, the encoder, and the number for the connectors, so you know which servo goes where. And the transfer view enclosure has all the openings for the status LEDs, not only for the top ones, the spike, online, and whatever, but for the status of the actuators themselves on the bottom. All the cables are well made with labels on its wire and blades for easy mounting on the servo drive. It's very easy to follow the instructions to hook up all this all together. The custom-made TP25 cables look like they're really good quality, all shielded with metal connectors. So I'll loosen all the screws for the connector so I can fit the motor that comes with it. Just don't try to mount the screws by hand. Use electric drill or screwdriver. Well, trust me on that. How do I know? Oh, and I definitely didn't use that mallet on the back, or did I? I'll save you some pain and speed up a little bit here. So make sure to adjust the torque on the screwdriver. You're gonna need that as tight as possible so you don't slip during calibration. So how it compares against a Scorpion actuator? Visually about the same, and performance wise, and noise wise, we'll see it later on this video. But first, let's wire a few things. Let's start with the power. You can see here L1, L2, it's what we need. L1 should be the live and L2 should be the neutral. In US at least, the black is the live wire. And the ground, of course, don't forget, it has to go on the heatsink, the servo drive. For the servo motor power, you need to wire following the letters that's indicated on each wire. The ground wire, of course, has to go on the same spot like the power ground on the heatsink. The servo encoder cable, of course, goes on the top. So now it's time to connect the servo motor with servo drive. Those flat connectors are the easiest way to keep it secure from vibration. As you can see, it has a little screw to tighten it together. So it's time to power everything on. I haven't adjusted any settings on the servo drive, that's how it comes from the factory. Just want to make sure that it comes from the factory preset with all the correct settings. For this first power up test, I'm gonna use the Thanos for U controller, powered just from the USB hub. not connected to the computer yet. Of course, the default settings are for 100mm stroke, so it won't do much motion right now, but we'll come back to that again soon. Don't judge it yet from the harsh motion using the test buttons. It's much more quieter during real motion cues. Also doesn't help that the actuator is sitting on a hard surface like the bench I'm using right now. But nevertheless, let's go faster to see how it does. Oh yeah, if I didn't mention so far, I was just using this 110 volts AC. The standard for US houses. And of course, after you set the correct stroke, it works as it should. But how it performs next to the Scorpion actuator. But of course, with 110 volts you can really have the full performance of the actuators. So I got a 220 volt step up converter to try them on the full power. Also, as you can see, I put them on a styrofoam thing, it's called styrofoam, to minimize the vibration noise from the cable. So let's do some side-by-side testing using motion from the computer. This is the test software I use. It's just a slider. You can notice the screen turns blue when the spike filter is activated. It slows down the motors. But if I disable the spike filter, Overall, I'm happy with the quality of this actuator kit from eRacing Lab. Everything worked flawlessly and almost plug and play, I could say. A little bit of screwing things together, but still very fast to put in action. The quality of the CNC machined actuator ends is phenomenal for the price. I would say it's well made to it, very strong. It is plug and play, as much plug and play any system of this kind can be. I personally recommend this. Can't wait to get some more to complete my rig. Well, that's all, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video and see you soon.